Hey everybody, I'm back, and today what I have here is white ceramic tile. It's 4 1/4 inches, and I'm going to try and show you the way I make my butterflies. These are fairly new for me, so I have a few I've done that have come out absolutely gorgeous. I really love them. So I thought I'd do a video for you so you could see how I make them. As usual, if you have any questions or comments or suggestions or something I left out of the video that you have a question on, go ahead and leave it down in the comment section. I will try and answer it for you. And subscribe to the channel if you would please, and hit the bell notification so that you can get notified when my videos are uploaded. I'd appreciate that. And if you could hit the like button as well for the video, that would mean a lot to me. I appreciate it. Thank you. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to take my house paint. I'm going to put it right here on the tile. I have it on my spinner, although I may or may not even spin it, but it's just more comfortable for me right now, so I'm gonna leave it up on the spinner like it is. So like I said, this is a 4 1/4 inch white ceramic tile. I'm putting down some house paint. All my recipes will be down in the description box for you. I do mix my house paint with GAC 800 and some water, so this is not straight house paint. The GAC 800, I feel, makes it a better consistency for me and keeps it from cracking and things like that as it dries. That's why I use it. And then the water is basically just for consistency purpose. So I'm just putting on some white here because I want to cover the tile completely, but I don't need a ton of paint. So I'm just kind of making a fairly thin coat. Make sure it gets all the way over to your edges. All right, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna use my torch. I have my little torch here. I'm just gonna go ahead and blow, torch it just very lightly. Got a few air bubbles I just want to take care of, not a lot. And that's that. Okay, so colors. First color I'm going to put down today, I have this here in a cup. I have pre-mixed my paints here, some Floetrol water, and this particular paint is actually left over from another tile I did earlier. This is Loft Aqua Green, and I mixed in Primary Elements Guatemalen Green. So the Primary Element colored pigments is mixed in as well, just for a little shimmer for that. I did forget, I just want to put a little bit of white here, just a little bit, not much. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do aqua green right in the middle. I love these colors together, they're so pretty. This is turquoise mixed in with another Primary Elements called Beach House Blue. That's by Artist Loft, the turquoise paint. This one is Liquitex Basics Phthalo Blue, one of my all-time favorite colors. This is Deco Art 24 Karat Gold Extreme Sheen Metallic Paint from Deco Art. The next one is Artist Loft Copper. Like I said, all my paint recipes will be down in the description box. If you have a question, leave me a message, I'll answer it. And and let you know if I can help you. I am using a white cell activator for this. I'm going to go ahead and torch again, just very lightly. My cell activator is Amsterdam titanium white paint mixed with Floetrol and water. I am in the US, so I do use American Floetrol. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to put some of that right here in the center. Then I'm going to blow it out. Excuse my head for a moment. All right, cell activator is working very nicely today. I'm gonna blow just a little bit more on the tips. All right. I'm just sort of shaping it as I blow on it to how I like it. Okay, so this is looking very nice. I'm gonna use my torch for just a second. There are a couple bubbles in this one pot. Now what I'm gonna do is trying to decide which direction I think will look best. I think it's gonna go this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow in a little bit here. A little bit on the bottom. So like I said, I'm basically just kind of shaping it. These are shaping the wings of the butterfly. Trying to get it proportional. It's not the easiest thing to do when you're just kind of blowing it freely. It just sort of wants to go, it wants to go. So I tried to give it some sort of direction. All right. This is looking pretty good. Nice, nice. Okay, I think this looks good. I'm happy with it. Sorry, my box, I've been leaning on my box here and it's pushing forward. I need to just readjust it for a second. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm gonna find my skewer here. I'm just using this skewer. It's like, you know, big giant wooden toothpick, basically. I'm just gonna go ahead and sort of shape the wings a little bit here. Kind of like this. Sort of wiping it in between. On a rag here I have off to the side. All right, that looks pretty good. So I'm not gonna spin it. I am gonna, well, let's see. It looks pretty centered, I guess. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Try to drag this in just a tad this way. I'm gonna use a tad bit of white paint right in this area here. There's a part here that I don't particularly love so much. There's a little section here that's sticking out. Okay, that looks better. Nice, nice. Okay, I think that's good. I'd like this area here to go up a little bit further. So I'm just gonna do that with my skewer. Looking pretty good. Okay, now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this. I'm gonna take it here and I'm just sort of drag it up. I need a little bit more space up top here actually. I'm gonna add just a tad bit more white here in the center. As you can see, this will push the colors more in or outward. Kind of gives it a little bit more of a path there. So I'm trying to just get it to spread out a little bit wider so that I can put the other part of the butterfly at the top, because this is gonna be the top. Let me turn it around for you. Sorry about that. I'm gonna make this the top of the butterfly. So it's hard for me to work on it upside down, so I will turn it back around in just a moment. Okay. I'm just sort of playing around with it, trying to get it to the way that I like it at this point. Okay, so now I'm gonna dip the wider end, not the point, but the fatter end of the skewer into my copper paint. And I'm gonna try and make a line just right in the center. There are other tools you can use for this. Of course, this just happens to be what I have here with me. So that's what I'm gonna use. I do have palette knives and things that I sometimes use, but in this case, this is what I had here, so this is what I'm using. Works just fine. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna torch just for 1 minute. Okay, now I'm gonna take the pointed end of my skewer, drag it up. bit here that I don't quite want there. It's all right, we can fix that. I'm gonna put a little more house paint down, a little bit of white. Just a tiny bit. I'm trying to use it sort of as like an eraser. And then I'm gonna bring this back here. I'm just kind of dragging it back a little bit. I just picked up a little bit of white off my mat and just used that. This looks pretty good. I have a little bit more there. I need to try to erase, if you will. Like so. So it looks good. It looks pretty centered. All right, now we'll try this again. Yeah, okay. There we go. That's better. Now I'm going to take the wider end. I'm going to go ahead and dip it in my phthalo blue. I'm going to dot right up here. Looks good. One more, a little bit more on this side. All right. Oh, I just broke my stick. That's okay. Now we have a little toothpick. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of copper, go over the blue with it. Just for color. It doesn't need to be a lot, just a little bit. And then a little bit of gold. That looks pretty good. I'm just gonna dab this a second here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just make sure all my edges are covered. I will turn it around here in a moment so you can see. There's a little bit of white on the edge here. Seems like I just missed a spot or something here. Make sure all your corners are covered, sorry. Make sure all your corners are covered. Just trying to get just the very edge here. There we go. All right. And then you want to wipe any excess off the bottom. I typically just use my hand to do that. Okay, so that's pretty good. It seems like a lot more gold than I thought I'd laid down. It's very shimmery. But it came out pretty. I'm gonna torch one more time. Then I will turn it around, I'll show you, and then I'll also bring the phone down for a close-up. Okay, done. So let me turn it around so you can see it. And then I bring the phone down for a close-up. All right, here's our close-up. Go down here, see if I get my phone to stay in focus. Ah, there we go. There's a lot of shimmer to it too, like I said, with the gold and the lights reflecting back all that gold metallic. So lots of pretty lacing going on here, some cells. So, there we go. That's my butterfly tile for today. I will be doing more of these. Let me know if there's some color combinations that you'd like me to try for this. Be more than happy to try them out for you. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Thank you very much for joining me. Happy painting.